over there, and the folks who have been denied the permit to march on the bridge are kind of amassing over here, and you can see, based on the police presence behind me, that they're very serious about stopping these people. But like the protesters are moving across the street, and it seems like they're kind of mobilizing. But there are a lot of cops, like a lot. The sign back there, that's kind of the center of this, says Hungary is a dictatorship. And then I'm being told O1G means Orban is a sperm. Orban is a sperm. They're chanting freaking dirty Fidesz. Who's Orban's party? What's up with the zebra? What does the zebra symbolize?
According to the rumors, Orban has an estate in the countryside where zebras were spotted.
What's happening here?
Well, the original protest was banned.
Yeah.
So the people react how they can, and it's apparently jaywalking is the only way we can express our, well, disagreement of the amendment of the Constitution, the amendment of the right to assemble.
Does it feel like each week, is it building in momentum? I mean, what's the sort of mood of the crowd in these last several weeks?
Well, it's a mix. There are people, very young people, who have their first protest experience in their lives. There are veterans who have been doing this for 1.5 decades. And there are like us, politicians who this is our job, we have to be here. So,
do you think that this is making a difference to Orban?
The only thing that makes a difference if Orban's voters actually know what's going on. Because what they do is they always measure week by week, and if they see that, yeah, it affects their own voter base, then yes, they make a change.
That's the idea, is to make it public enough that it has to filter through the screen of state media.
Through a very, very strict filter.
Do you feel heartened by this?
I feel hopeful. You know, I'm doing this, next year is going to be my 10th year in politics, and this is the first time that I actually feel like that those layers of society who have been just sitting in their couch or just saying that I can't do anything, actually feels like they stood up and said it's enough.
How much do you think the economic dissatisfaction is fueling?
That's the key.
That's the key.
Yeah.
What does it say?
It says that the police is protecting criminals.
The policy is protecting criminals. Is this your first time coming out to protest?
No, I'm protesting since 15 years. So,
oh, wow. So you've been opposed to...
since the Orban government is ruining our democracy, and this is what's happening in the US right now, so you should be worried about your status as well.
Do you think that this is raising awareness?
Yes, absolutely raising awareness. That's one of the most important things. Yes, that people see that something is happening.
Why do you think this was the thing, this was the tipping point?
Because it doesn't only affect pride, it also affects all rights of assembly, you know, so they can control anything basically now.
We're coming from America, where we're sort of beginning to grapple with some of these same issues.
Yeah.
Things are now reaching a tipping point in the United States.
I think they are actually. Well, it wasn't a really good choice to let Donald Trump in. So I actually hope people do the same, keep protesting and keep speaking out just to make them uncomfortable and to let them see that they cannot do anything without consequences.
So the police basically stopped protesters from crossing the street. So someone from the Momentum opposition party in government, basically using a purple smoke bomb, is leading the protest to a different area so that they can actually protest, rather than just stand on the side of the street where all the riot police are in place. So it's kind of a kinetic environment, but you can just see there's like a ton of energy.
Gyertek velünk! Gyertek velünk! Gyertek velünk! Gyertek velünk! Mocskos Fidesz! Mocskos Fidesz!
Why did you come to the protest?
Because they are trying to limit our rights and they are trying to ban our existence here.
Do you think that people who are not here are paying attention to what's going on? Do you think this raises awareness?
Yeah, I think they do. But they can't not pay attention because we are here in the streets, we are screaming, we are yelling to set us free. Because this is not freedom, this is not democracy what they are doing right now.
You know, we're in America and we have Trump, who is a big
I
fan
know.
of Orban.
Yeah, they're besties.
Yeah. Well, and now there's a question about whether Americans need to be doing more of this kind of protest
Definitely.
to raise awareness. Do you think it will make a difference? Do you think things will change?
I think, yeah.
You do?
I may be naive, but I still have hope in humanity.
That's good.
I still hope that we can change this. We are young, we are here, and we don't want this. We want change. We want democracy. What they promised us. We want the future they promised us.
So the protesters moved from the Elizabeth Bridge and walked over here to the Freedom Bridge, which connects Buda and Pest, and the cops arrived shortly thereafter and basically have created a barricade from this entrance and have amassed a bunch of squad cars at the end, and they have full riot gear. And we saw some gas canisters, maybe for tear gas, but it's clear they do not want this protest or this demonstration to go on any longer.
Megbízságolhatnak bennünket, de hétről hétre újra és újra ki fogunk jönni, mert a gyülekezés alapja!